Hello, guys. How are you doing? Welcome back to your daily article. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. There's two short articles that I'm going to read, and then you guys are going to pick one of the articles to write a summary about. So I'm going to read both of the articles out loud, but then you only choose one article to write a 3 to 5 sentence summary about. Okay. So I'm going to now present and read the articles out loud to you, and then you choose the one that you feel you'll have the easiest time summarizing. So whichever one either you liked better, you feel more confident in summarizing, that's the one that you should choose. All right, so I'm going to present now and read out loud to you guys. Okay, give me a second. All right, here we go. So the first article is metal that floats. Metal that floats. Most metal sinks in water. But what if metal could float? People could build ships that do not sink. Now, scientists from New York made metal that floats. So scientists wanted to make metal that floats because they thought they could build ships that wouldn't sink. Some spiders and ants can float on water. They trap air bubbles with their bodies. The animals float on the bubbles. So that was like the armadillo. Remember, it would swallow water so that it would float. It would it would swallow in air so that it would float. So these animals like spiders and ants, they trap air bubbles in their bodies to help them float. Scientists wanted metal to do the same thing. So they wanted to see if metal could also trap air bubbles. They used special tools called lasers. The lasers made tiny patterns on the metal. The patterns trap air bubbles. The bubbles make the metal float. Push the metal underwater, it bobs back up. Cut a hole in the metal, it still floats. Wow, so they were able to get air bubbles into the metal using lasers. So no matter what happened to the metal, it would still float. And here's a image right here of some floating metal. It says most metal sinks, like the metal down at the bottom on the left, but the new metal floats, and you can see the new metal up top floating. Okay, so if you like that article, you can write a summary for that. Here's the second article, giant fighting turtles. Okay. Scientists found new fossils of a huge type of turtle. These animals were almost the size of a small car. Wow. And if you look over here at the picture, this is the shell. It says this turtle shell is much larger than Dr. Sanchez. He is a scientist who helped find the fossil. So here's the turtle shell. That's not including its body and its head and legs and everything. And here's an image of a person next to it. Look how much smaller the person is compared to the turtle shell. So we can really see how giant they were. All these turtles died long ago, but some of their shells and other parts stayed around. These parts became fossils. Fossils help scientists learn about animals that lived long ago. So fossils are like rocks. It's when bones and other items turn into rock and they become a fossil. So it preserves it. The turtles lived in rivers and swamps in South America. Their shells had special horns near the front, and they show you in the picture where the horns are. So their shells had horns. Scientists think the turtles used the horns to fight. What did they fight? They fought other turtles. They also fought giant crocodiles, 3 times their size. Some of the fossil shells have bite marks. One even has a tooth stuck in it. Wow, so they were fighting turtles, and they think that they were using the horns on their shells to help them fight. And they could tell by some of the injuries that were on the shells that they found. And here in this picture, we have a map of South America, and it shows where they found the turtle fossils. They found them in Venezuela and Colombia in South America. All right, so now you're going to choose the article that you would like to summarize, and you're going to talk about the main idea and just give a general description of what the article is about. You don't want to re-explain every single thing. You just want to shorten it and make it so that the reader, who's going to be me, will understand what the article was about and what were the main points, the key ideas. All right, remember to use your own words and use the article to help you with your spelling and your information. Okay, but use your own words. All right, guys, good job. You can get to work.